What if I told you that your financial life could change overnight with just one sentence? Yes, one simple sentence has the power to transform the way you think, feel, and attract money into your life. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this works, and more importantly, how to use it to create real change starting today. You see, most people spend their entire lives stuck in the same financial patterns, believing it's impossible to break free. Maybe you felt that way too, trapped by bills, debts, or even your own doubts about what you're capable of achieving. But here's the truth. The only thing holding you back is the story you keep telling yourself. And that's why this one sentence is so powerful. It doesn't just help you rewrite your story, it helps you completely shift your mindset. When you do that, your actions, habits, and even the opportunities around you begin to change. You start to attract abundance instead of scarcity. So, what is this sentence? How can it unlock the life you've always dreamed of? And how can you start using it right now to reprogram your mind for wealth and success? Stick around, because this could be the moment everything changes for you. Let's dive in. Your words are far more powerful than you've been led to believe. Every sentence you speak, whether out loud or in your mind, is shaping your reality in ways you may not even realize. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself saying things like, "I can't afford that," or "money is so hard to come by"? Those words may feel harmless, but in truth, they're reinforcing a story of lack, struggle, and limitation. The reality is, your mind is like a magnet. It takes what you focus on and attracts more of it into your life. When you constantly speak scarcity into existence, guess what? You're programming your mind to find more reasons to feel broke, stressed, or stuck. But here's the good news. Just as words can hold you back, they can also set you free. Science even backs this up. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that the language you use creates pathways in your brain. When you repeat certain phrases, you strengthen the neural connections tied to those ideas. That means, by changing what you say, you can literally rewire your brain to think, feel, and act differently. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never get ahead," imagine if you replaced it with, "Opportunities are always finding me." Just hearing that sentence feels lighter, doesn't it? It opens a door in your mind that allows you to see possibilities instead of problems. That's the power of words. They're not just descriptive, they're creative. So, ask yourself, what story are your words creating right now? Because if you're ready to change your financial reality, it starts with changing the language you use. And the best part? It's something you can begin doing today, with just one sentence. Have you ever stopped to think about the beliefs you have about money? Most of them didn't even come from you. They were planted in your mind when you were young, by your family, by society, by the world around you. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," "Rich people are selfish," or "You have to work yourself to the bone just to get by." Over time, these phrases sink in and become your truth, whether you realize it or not. The problem is, these beliefs operate silently in the background, shaping every decision you make about money. Think about it. If you've always believed that money is hard to get, why would you expect it to come easily? Or if you believe that being wealthy makes you a bad person, you might unconsciously push abundance away without even realizing it. These beliefs act like invisible chains, keeping you stuck in a cycle of scarcity. Even when you try to improve your financial situation, those limiting thoughts pull you back to the same place. It's like trying to climb a ladder with weights strapped to your ankles. No matter how hard you work, it feels like you're barely moving. But here's the truth. Those beliefs aren't facts. They're just stories. Stories that someone else taught you, and stories that you have the power to rewrite. You don't have to hold on to them anymore. Imagine if, instead of believing, "I can't afford that," you started asking yourself, "How can I afford that?" That one small shift in belief creates a ripple effect that can completely change the way you approach money. The first step to changing your financial life is identifying the beliefs that are holding you back. Once you recognize them, you can begin to replace them with beliefs that actually support your goals. Because the moment you decide to let go of those old, limiting stories, you open yourself up to a new reality. One where abundance isn't just possible, but inevitable. Are you ready to hear the sentence that can change your financial life? It's simple, yet incredibly powerful. Money flows to me easily and abundantly. Let that sink in for a moment. It might sound straightforward, but don't underestimate the impact of these words. This isn't just a random phrase. It's a tool to reprogram your mind, break free from scarcity thinking, and open the door to wealth. Here's why this works. Most people spend their lives focused on struggle. I can't make ends meet. There's never enough money. I'll never get ahead. These thoughts create a cycle where scarcity becomes your reality. But when you shift to a sentence like, money flows to me easily and abundantly, you're sending a completely different message to your subconscious mind. You're telling it to stop focusing on lack and start recognizing abundance. Think about it. If your mind is constantly hearing, money flows to me easily, it begins to seek out ways to make that true. Suddenly, you notice opportunities you might have ignored before. You approach challenges with confidence instead of fear. You even start to attract people and resources that align with this new belief. It's not magic, it's a shift in focus. Now, let's break the sentence down. First, there's the word flows. It suggests ease, like money is a river that naturally moves in your direction. There's no force, no struggle. It's simply happening. Then there's easily. This is important because so many people associate money with hard work, stress, and sacrifice. But this word invites a new perspective. What if money could come to you without resistance? Finally, there's abundantly. Not just enough to get by, but more than enough. Overflowing. This word trains your mind to think beyond survival and step into a mindset of prosperity. When you say this sentence with intention, something shifts inside you. It might feel strange at first, especially if you're used to thinking the opposite. But repetition is key. The more you say it, the more natural it becomes. Over time, this simple sentence starts to replace the old, limiting beliefs you've been carrying for years. And once your beliefs change, your actions follow. So, start using it today. Say it in the morning when you wake up. Say it at night before you go to bed. Write it down, repeat it to yourself, and feel the truth of those words as you speak them. Because the moment you embrace this sentence as your new reality, you'll start to see the changes happening around you. This is the beginning of a new chapter, one where money flows to you easily and abundantly. Now that you know this sentence, money flows to me easily and abundantly, the question is, how do you use it in a way that actually creates change? Because it's not just about saying the words. It's about how you say them, how you feel when you say them, and how consistently you apply them to your life. Let's break it down into steps you can start today to make this sentence a true force of transformation. First, the most important thing is repetition. Your brain learns through repetition, and the more you say this sentence, the more it starts to feel real. It might feel awkward or even untrue at first, especially if your current financial situation feels far from abundant. But don't let that stop you. The key is persistence. Start by saying it every morning as soon as you wake up. Look in the mirror, say the words out loud, and let yourself feel their power. Repeat them again at night before you go to bed, letting the phrase sink into your subconscious as you drift off to sleep. These are the moments when your mind is most receptive to change. Next, pair the sentence with emotion. This is where most people go wrong. If you say the words without feeling, it's just empty repetition. But if you truly believe in what you're saying, or even just imagine what it would feel like if it were true, you activate a deeper part of your mind. Close your eyes and visualize money flowing into your life. Picture checks arriving in the mail, unexpected opportunities popping up, or your bank account growing effortlessly. Feel the excitement, the relief, and the gratitude that come with it. Your emotions are the amplifier that makes this sentence more than just words. Another powerful technique is to write it down daily. Grab a journal or even a sticky note and write, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," over and over. Writing helps solidify the belief in your mind, and seeing it in your own handwriting reinforces the message. You can even place the phrase somewhere visible, on your bathroom mirror, your desk, or your phone background, as a constant reminder of the reality you're creating. Finally, combine this sentence with action. While affirmations are incredibly powerful, they work best when paired with inspired steps toward your goals. Start looking for opportunities. making decisions, and taking actions that align with the idea that money flows to you easily. When you say this sentence, you're not just waiting for abundance to fall into your lap. You're preparing your mind to recognize and act on opportunities when they appear. The beauty of this practice is that it's simple, yet transformative. It doesn't require hours of effort or complicated techniques. All it takes is a few minutes each day to speak this sentence with intention, visualize its truth, and pair it with aligned actions. Do this consistently and watch how your reality begins to shift. The opportunities, ideas, and resources that seemed out of reach will start flowing to you, easily and abundantly, just as you've been affirming. Let me share with you some powerful stories that show how this simple sentence has transformed lives. Take Emily, for example. She was drowning in debt, constantly overwhelmed by bills, and stuck in a cycle of stress. When she first heard the phrase, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," she thought it sounded too good to be true, but she decided to give it a chance. Every morning, she stood in front of her mirror and repeated it with conviction, even when she didn't fully believe it. Over time, she noticed small but meaningful changes. Opportunities started coming her way, like side jobs and unexpected discounts. Within 6 months, she had not only paid off a significant portion of her debt, but also secured a promotion at work. Then there's Jason, a struggling entrepreneur. He had been pouring his heart into his business for years, but couldn't seem to get it off the ground. Frustrated and on the verge of giving up, he started using the affirmation as a last-ditch effort. He made it a daily ritual, repeating it while visualizing clients flooding in. Within weeks, he landed a major client that completely turned his business around. He later admitted that this shift in mindset helped him see possibilities he had been blind to before, and that one client led to many more. Even my own experience with this sentence has shown its power. I remember a time when I felt stuck, constantly worrying about where the next paycheck would come from. But when I started using this phrase and committed to it, everything changed. Doors opened, unexpected opportunities appeared, and I found myself moving toward a life of abundance I had only dreamed of before. These stories aren't coincidences. They're examples of what happens when you shift your mindset and take control of your beliefs about money. The phrase, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," isn't magic, it's a tool. And when you use it with intention and consistency, it creates a ripple effect that transforms not only your finances but your entire perspective on life. If it worked for them, imagine what it can do for you. You might be wondering, how can repeating a sentence really make a difference? Well, the answer lies in the science of how your brain works. Affirmations like, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," aren't just feel-good phrases, they're a way to reprogram your subconscious mind, where your beliefs and habits are formed. Here's how it works. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity, which is its ability to change and adapt throughout your life. When you repeat certain words or thoughts, you're creating and strengthening neural pathways. These pathways determine how you think, feel, and respond to the world around you. If you've spent years reinforcing negative beliefs like, "I'm always broke," or "I'll never have enough," your brain has built pathways to support those thoughts. That's why it feels so hard to escape the same financial struggles. You're wired to expect them. And if you've ever wondered why some people make a lot of money easily, while you, even with so much sacrifice, study, and dedication, can't prosper, if you want to discover the secrets that helped me unlock my mind and go from debt to millionaire in less than 1 year, I have something amazing for you. In my new book, Rich Mind, I'm going to show you that getting rich is easy, and that what's really difficult is convincing yourself of it. If you want to put an end, once and for all, to your hidden enemies who sabotage your success and unlock your mind to make money towards the life you deserve, I will leave the official link for you to download the Rich Mind ebook here in the description and in the first comment pinned to this video. Dare to think differently. Let's continue. But the exciting part is that you can create new pathways. When you say something like, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," you're giving your brain new instructions. At first, it might feel unfamiliar, but over time, those new pathways become stronger. Your brain starts to look for evidence to support this new belief. You begin to notice opportunities, think more creatively, and make decisions that align with abundance instead of scarcity. There's also a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, or RAS, which acts like a filter. It decides what information to focus on based on what you repeatedly think about. If you've programmed your RAS to focus on lack, it'll find reasons to confirm that, missed opportunities, obstacles, setbacks. But when you start affirming abundance, your RAS shifts its focus. Suddenly, you notice things like potential income streams, helpful connections, or even simple ways to save money that you might have ignored before. The best part? This process works even if you don't believe the affirmation right away. Consistency is what matters. By repeating the sentence with emotion and visualization, you're training your brain to adopt a new belief system. And when your beliefs change, your actions and results follow. So, while it might feel like a small step, affirmations are rooted in real science, and they have the power to create massive shifts in your financial reality. When you commit to repeating, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," every single day, something remarkable starts to happen. At first, it might feel awkward, or you might even doubt its effectiveness. That's normal. But as you stick with it, you begin to notice small changes. Your thoughts start to shift, your mindset begins to open, and opportunities that once seemed invisible start appearing in your life. Imagine this. Each time you say the phrase, it's like planting a seed in your mind. At first, you might not see any growth, but as you nurture it, with repetition, emotion, and action, those seeds begin to take root. Slowly but surely, they grow into new habits, new beliefs, and new results. You stop seeing money as something distant and start seeing it as something that flows to you naturally. And this change doesn't just happen in your head, it shows up in your life. Maybe you start noticing opportunities you would have ignored before, like a new project at work or a connection with someone who can help you. Maybe you find yourself making better decisions with money, like saving or investing in ways you never considered. Even unexpected windfalls, like discounts, refunds, or surprise income, can start to feel more frequent. These aren't coincidences. They're the result of the shift you've created by sticking with this affirmation. Persistence is key because this transformation doesn't happen overnight. At first, your old beliefs may try to fight back, telling you this won't work or that it's just wishful thinking. But the longer you stay consistent, the weaker those old patterns become. Over time, your new belief that money flows to you easily and abundantly becomes your default. It stops being just an affirmation and starts becoming your reality. The most exciting part is that this isn't just about money. When you change the way you think about abundance, it spills over into every part of your life. You start feeling more confident, more in control, and more aligned with the life you've always wanted. That's the power of persistence. It's not about how quickly the results show up. It's about knowing that, as long as you keep going, those results are inevitable. And the longer you commit to this practice, the more abundance you'll create, not just in your finances, but in every area of your life. So, let's bring everything together. We've talked about the incredible power of words, how your current beliefs might be holding you back, and how one simple sentence, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," can completely transform your financial reality. You've learned how to use this phrase effectively, seen stories of people who've changed their lives with it, and even explored the science that makes it work. Now, it's up to you. This is your moment. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and most importantly, you have the power to create the life you deserve. But nothing will change unless you take the first step. Change begins with a choice. The choice to believe that you're worthy of abundance, to let go of the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back, and to commit to a new way of thinking. Starting today, make this affirmation a part of your daily life. Say it in the morning. Say it at night. Say it whenever doubts creep in. Speak it with conviction, with feeling, and with the belief that this is your truth. And don't just stop at saying it, live it. Look for opportunities, take inspired action, and trust that the universe is ready to meet you halfway. Think about how your life could change if you gave this a real chance. Imagine waking up one day with less financial stress, more opportunities flowing to you, and the freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. That reality is closer than you think, and it all starts with this one simple sentence. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and let me know in the comments. What abundance are you ready to welcome into your life? Let's start a conversation and create a ripple effect of positivity and growth. And if you're ready to take this journey even further, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss a step on your path to abundance. Together, we'll explore more ways to unlock your potential and create a life filled with wealth, success, and fulfillment. Remember, the life you desire is waiting for you. All you have to do is claim it. Start today. Your future self will thank you.